I swear, whenever Jamvad uploads Ubers, it makes me want to play Ubers. So, yo, what's up, guys? You got PokeaimMD here. We're here with an Ubers Showdown Live, a team that was built by RDKB and Mo. I feel like I'm skipping words as I'm talking, but we have a team that was built by RDKB and Mo. It has Mega Metagross and Rockpodge, Groudon and whatnot. Boop-doo, Hyper Offense. RP Groudon is fantastic. Hey, have fun. RP Groudon is fantastic in this game, as it pretty much OHKOs everything with rocks up, and I think he'll get them up for me by me using Giratina as a lead. So, leading off with Giratina, I'm assuming he's going to lead off with Deoxys based on the fact that he's using Hyper Offense, so maybe Spike Stealth Rock, and maybe Spike Stealth Rock, and if it's only spikes, which is weird, by the way. Maybe it could be screens too, I guess. He may lead Veltal as well, just because it matches up very well versus me, considering I only have Arceus Fairy. It's an honor to play with you. Amen. Pleasure all mine. I love this game, so very fun playing, people. So let's see if he actually ends up going for the spikes or anything like that. Or Stealth Rock. I would actually love if he got up Stealth Rock instead of going for Taunt immediately, just because it gets him up for me and I don't have to do him myself, especially because opposing Groudon needs a little bit of chip damage before my Rock Polish Groudon can sweep him. However, I can very easily lose to his Rock Polish Groudon. I'm looking at that. So it gets up rocks for me, which is great. I'm going to keep clicking Magikarp. Actually, there's no point. Let me just click Toxic. Yeah, because we're both going to get up rocks anyway, so I might as well click Toxic, break a potential Sash right there, and then spam Magikarp after if he wants to get up Spikes, which I doubt he will. Oh, taunts me. So that's completely fine for me because now Deoxys is otherwise, or pretty much useless, and we'll go for Toxic here because I expected it to only have Struggle, and if he wanted to go hard into a Veltal, it wouldn't really matter. I don't lose anything from this play, basically. So like I said, I'm losing absolutely nothing from this play, and he's losing his Deoxys, and he got up rocks from me, so I don't have to worry about that in the entirety of the game. So, able to break through the Dio. I'm assuming the Veltal is going to come out. Yep. This should be Taunt of Veltal, looking at his team. However, I'm not entirely sure. Could be Scarf as well. Throws off a Toxic. Wow, that's really interesting, considering it's a more offensive build, but you know what? A Judgment's completely fine. Any damage, like I don't want to double out to Giratina and have Groudon forced out. I'd rather get the chip damage with Judgment I need for Press's Blades to KO, because like I said, everything is KO'd at this point by my Rock Polish Groudon, and my opportunity setup is his own Xerneas, so we'll go Giratina here. Why'd the dude come in and then leave? He just didn't, he was not having it. Okay, he's back. He was not having it for a second. As he doubles out to a Veltal, very solid play on my opponent's part for sure, but you are weakening your Veltal, which I am okay with. And I don't mind going Arceus Fairy. If this is Scarf, then first off, my Groudon can set up on it, and secondly, it's alright in the long run anyway. So, going to recover here, that way I can come back in on the Veltal. I hate a game plan where I have to hit Fire Blast, but that's just the idea behind that Pokemon. And I can go right back down to Giratina. If he doubles again, he's literally just taking rocks damage, so I don't mind. Yeah, I'll just Toxic. Thankfully, we do connect. So this means that even if I miss everything, I still have Protect on Ferrothorn, I believe. Nope. Wrong game. But I mean, I'll live every hit, so that's alright too. So we're going to be able to get rid of Groudon. Awesome. That's one thing I didn't want to lose to. Xerneas may indeed come out, but I do have my Arceus Ground. I have Foul Play for you, so I don't want him subbing on me, so I'm going to drop a Draco just in case he is a sub variant as he ends up going for Ice Beam, so he may just be a Combine variant. Either way, I think that I can go out into my Ferrothorn now and set up my Leech Seed. I don't think you Combine in my face. I think you go hard Lucario, which I check with my, thankfully I landed, but I checked that with my, what's it called? My Veltal. So if he wants to go for close combat, then be my guest. You'll be in Dark Pulse range. SD is obviously free as well. Should I mess around a little bit with this? I think I'm gonna mess around a little bit with this because I think he should always go for the BP here. Yep. So it takes a little bit of chip, you know, give me some nice, beautiful recovery. And I want to get that, obviously, Leech Seed going off. I don't want to protect. I'm fairly confident that no matter what, like once he clicks close combat, I'll live a hit. I'm fairly confident my Veltal will live a hit. Like even if he goes for another SD. And then even, like at this point, he has to get a play right as well, right? So I can always go right back out into Feral Thorn. If he close combat's great play, but then my Bullet Punch from my Metagross guarantee knocks him out. And I keep Arceus Fairy around. Though I guess in the long, actually, it's way better for me to go Judgment here. Yeah, thinking about it because I can't deal with the Arceus Ground, considering that's a toxic variant of Feral Thorn. And maybe a choke. I mean, you were +4 Lucario, but I think Judgment was still my better player at that point. As he goes out to Arceus Ground, always go Feral here. Throw off a toxic first before going for Leech Seed. Please. Hey, okay, awesome. So we land that toxic. That was a really high roll. Yeah, I don't think going for Leech Seed is necessary. I think just damaging this thing to the point, or keeping it low enough to the point where my Veltal can come in and revenge you would be great. He tries to predict my Veltal there. Again, I know what I need, what pieces I need to win. And as long as Xerneas isn't able to set up on me for free, which it definitely isn't. He goes Focus Blast, doesn't matter. Just bring in big old Mega Metagross here. Click that Meteor Mash. Provided this connects, I win either way. All good. I can just throw away my Arceus Fairy here because if he goes back out to Xerneas, because of his own ability, Judgment puts him in range of Bullet Punch, so I win the game anyway. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I win. Yep, beautiful damage. And then Bullet Punch will win me the game, knocking out both of Veltal as well as Xerneas. So that should be GG. And if he's like a Rest variant, first off, Rest is weird. Yep. GG. Thank you, Ming. I like this guy a lot. Yo, shout out to Noah. Or no. I'm assuming it's Noah. Because it's like wah. Like the whole Stewie thing. My friend comes out now and clicks his Bullet Punch. Go ahead and knock out that Xerneas. And we'll knock out a Veltal as well. I like this guy. It was really... I like coming on Showdown and having pleasant interactions with people. I also just like nobody talking and me beating them, or them beating me and nobody talking. I can just say GG and get the hell out of there. But yeah, this was a fun one. This was a really fun one. I said GG earlier. We both said GG, so there's no point in dropping it again. That was a really fun one. And you know that made my day. Actually, didn't make my day. I have a lot that made my day already, but. It just does my heart. You know, wow, they're like, oof, please yo friendly. If not, it's Friday night. I guess I'll pull an all-nighter. All day, fam, different times. Sorry. Guys, tomorrow I'm streaming Let's Go probably like all day, and I'm just taking little breaks in between. More offense, and ideally the Deoxys gets up rocks again for me. If it's E-Killer, problematic, but I have Will-O-Wisp and Toxic and whatnot, but it's still problematic. Because Giratina is so overwhelmed. But this one is a lot easier still to win with Groudon. Just gotta hit moves. Giratina always the lead. He leads Dio. Magico immediately. As he gets up rocks from me. Fantastic. Magico again. Let's see if he... Alright, that's cool. Now we can go for a nice little... like little Toxic real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like little Toxic real quick. See if he taunts now or gets up spikes. Yeah, they do the same thing. And once again, I just click Toxic again. If it struggles, I don't care. Like I am not losing anything at all from this. It's the exact same thing. We both get up rocks, and I guess we both accept. Yo, Magical Giratina for MVP. Should I Toxic again? I want a Hex. Yeah, I guess it doesn't mean lose anything. I revealed, unfortunately, I have Hex, but I'm pretty sure he knew. So, again, Rocks is nice for Fire Blast rolls and whatnot. Big old Pharaoh, or big old Xerneas is going to come out. Scary Pokemon as hell. Especially because he Geo'd immediately. Oh my god, I'm about to get blown away, aren't I? Yeah, I don't see HP on this Metagross. Provided my opponent hits 2 Focus Blasts, I think I lose. No. $88. Either way, I'm Meteor Mash. This is a roll. I mean, this is a roll plus he has to connect. But if he does connect this and on Feral Thorn, I lose either way. Ooh, big old Mega Metagross, and we connected as well. Giant threat gone, and I got an attack range too. Woo, not bad. A Veltal comes out. We'll just BP for a little bit of chip on you. That way you can't come in if you go for Sucker Punch. I'm in such a great position now because I was able to get rid of a Veltal too. So that's awesome. Giratina's looking very, very, very nice. Another Mon is my Veltal looking incredible in this game. Just Meteor Mash if he wants to SD up in my face. Alright, well he SD'd up in my face anyway. We may have lost. Because this was definitely going to blow him away. Especially if he's Life Orb. Oof, this is going to blow him away. Okay. So we may have lost here. Please be Life Orb. Sub SD is very much a thing. I think I have to Leech Seed. Alright, so thankfully we landed. Come on. Come on. Hey, okay, awesome. So I'll be able to play around this quite a bit. I think that Arceus Fairy is my best play because I don't think he goes for Extreme Speed either way. And I want to guarantee that my... I guess Ferrothorn doesn't actually do anything. I want to guarantee that my Giratina's alive though. So we'll sack this. If he goes for another Earthquake, that's fine. If he goes for Shadow Claw, he ends up dying here. So that's good. And I can potentially get off a Toxic on the Groudon. Or a Leech Seed on the Solgaleo. Necrozma just man, excuse me. Go ahead and give me a nice little Leech Seed. I mean, he's going to Rock Polish up too. I'll just Ultra Burst, so we're good either way. Nice. I just go with Veltal and click Foul Play. Even if it's an Eruption variant or an SD variant, Foul Play guarantee knocks out this Mon. And my Giratina is healthy enough to the point where it will always take one hit from Groudon no matter what. He can't SD and Rock Polish as well, and this will do obviously a huge chunk. And then I could drop a Draco and knock him out. Hex is like, yeah, Draco. I need to go for Draco. Hex is not strong enough with my ability, so I'm gonna drop a nice little Draco right here, and that should be game. Hey, GG, yo. GG. Nice. So much hyper offense running around. Why? I mean, I don't mind, especially because I'm not clicking rocks once. Also, big shout out to Mega Metagross, man. Mega Metagross came in clutch there, in that game and in the last one. I'm happy. I love this Mon. And honestly, I just wish it was, I don't wish it was OU. That Mon was controversial as hell. Ooh, okay. Different matchup. Pharaoh's role is literally just to sponge Kyogre on a pivot. Rock Polish Groudon is fantastic. I need a little bit of damage on Zygarde as well as a little bit of damage on Kyogre and Groudon in order to sweep with it. I don't know what his Arceus type is. Fairy could be, considering, look at Marshadow and look at his team, but he has Zygarde too. Ground is also not a bad one, but he has Zygarde plus a Veltal to check Groudon. Water, maybe? Maybe water. I like Pharaoh as a lead. I like initial Toxics. Also, this thing don't run Heat Wave, man. You probably Scarf. Yo, so like, I normally don't like to risk this because they could have Heat Wave, But Heat Wave is typically run more. Nah, that's just probably Scarf. Heat Wave is typically run more on. That's banded. Wait, what the hell? 32%. That boy is banded. So, like I said, Heat Wave is typically run more on the variants that are like with hyper offense and whatnot. I have default on this team. It's unfortunate. Toxic on Groudon's fantastic though. Especially because Hex is kind of free. We know that's banded to Veltal now. Oh, I don't mind. This is my answer to the Groudon, so I don't mind you giving me Groudon. Like I said, I had no answer to that, Mon. Besides this Pokemon. So Groudon going down is fantastic. Immediately. No reason to predict anything there. Hex was just the safest play. Big ol' Veltal comes out. We'll bring out Arceus and we'll get up our rocks and we'll be able to Will-O-Wisp as well. I figured a knockoff was coming out. Should go Necrozma. Necrozma does make Necrozma. And this could actually be... This is probably rock support, but I don't see a reason to not Will-O-Wisp you, just in case you're a threat for later. Yep, I'm assuming your rock's toxic. And now we can bring out Big Ferrothorn on the toxic and go for Leech Seed and not care at all about your team. And Ferrothorn kind of kills your entire team now. So... I'm not sure how my opponent wants to deal with this. Oh, and he's giving me a Leech Seed on that? I know I missed. Ooh! I actually landed. And this is fantastic too because Zygarde is problematic. I'm gonna go Giratina though because I don't want him glaring my... Wow, I would have went out into Arceus Fairy and not cared at all. Didn't want him glaring this, but I'm assuming he's just gonna go out into his Necrozma right here. So we'll recover, and like I said, all I need is like a hit off now on Kyogre in order to pressure him with my Groudon. Ooh, sorry, buddy. You're just taking rocks damage, man. For HP Ice. Go ahead and do what you would like. And this is what I wanted. Like I said, a hit off on this Kyogre so I could do damage with my Ferrothorn. But rocks also count as a hit in my opinion. We can start spiking soon too. That water spot did so much. Let's Leech Seed. Hey, beautiful. Huh. He'd Ice Beam here if anything, right? I'm a Spike. Yep. This Spike should guarantee the KO on Zygarde, and all I gotta do is, I believe, sack this Ferrothorn and I'll be good. We'll double Leech Seed just in case he actually ends up going out to Defogger, but again, that Spike should guarantee the KO on Zygarde with HP Ice from my Groudon, and it also guarantees my Groudon comes in safely, and I'm thinking it wins. Arceus Water actually didn't make sense because he had Kyogre. Like I said, I'm thinking this Mon wins now, just because of that Spike. Let's see, though. Ah, 1% short. He goes for Dragon Tail and misses, though, so that might be game. Ah, I was 1% short, man. That sucks for my opponent, though, that he missed. Because at this point, he definitely loses. Provided I connect, presses Blades. Now, is there any opportunity where I can switch out here and not take... I have nothing for a water move anyway. But with this Mon being so weak, and I love Metagross versus your team, too. Especially because it's banded to Veltal, so Bullet Punch KOs you. We're going for it. Yep. He did get rid of my Sun, which is pretty important considering I need it for the KOs on like Arceus. Oh, HP Ice here. That should knock out a Veltal at 38%. Banded Sucker Punch. Was a good chunk, but he is dead. Push me to the edge. Arceus Ground, maybe? Don't be Arceus Flying. Ah, okay. Groudon coming through. That Dragon Tail miss sucked. There's no denying that. I'm always off of my HP. I'm not off of my HP Ice calcs, but I'm always in a situation where I just miss out on the KO. And I hate that. I prepped for, or I put myself in a position to win, and then I just miss out on that KO. And I swear, Stealth Rock plus 2 layers of Spike and the switching he had before were just enough. I can't believe if I went Arceus Fairy, though, on his Dragon Tail, I would have been in, like, basically I would have forced him to stay in that turn. He would have taken another hit of Leech Seed and it would have been guaranteed. But I'm assuming it would have been the same way, though. Like, either way, that's what I'm assuming the game would have went down. Like, I hope I'm making sense when I talk. So for tomorrow, guys, I'll be streaming Let's Go a lot throughout the day. Probably starting from early in the morning after I wake up, eat some breakfast, you know, take a shower, then stream it, then take a little break, edit some stuff, and upload. I already have a Road to Top 10 in UU already edited and uploaded for tomorrow, so you guys will get that at 2 p.m. tomorrow. That way you have, for those that don't care about Let's Go, and then my Let's Play will be uploaded throughout the day, and I'll be, again, after I upload a couple of parts, go again to be live on Twitch, and on and off the entire day, only taking breaks to eat, things like that. So it should be fun, and then hopefully getting Wi-Fi battles up as quickly as possible. I know me, Gator, MV, we're all going to try and beat the game as quickly as possible. Arceus Fairy checks Salamence and Will-O-Wisp. This Xerneas is always a problem. I'm assuming it's just lead drill with rocks and whatnot. So I'm a Magic Coach spam. Mainly because if he goes for rocks versus me, I mean, he might just click Toxic turn 1, but I would love if he goes for rocks. I can actually beat this 1v1. Doesn't have a dark type either. Maybe it's Arceus Dark. I can very much see it being Arceus. I hate Arceus Dark so much. Like those Arceus types that are just full on, don't care about what you do, they're fantastic. So it gets a little problematic here if I actually go hard Metagross, because that's my check to this Xerneas. So I'm going to bring out my Ferrothorn now to Leech Seed up. Ideally, I mean, if he connects +2 Focus Blast, that'll KO me, so. But I thought Moonblast was also safe for my opponent, so throw off a Leech Seed now. Maybe getting Excadrill, maybe getting Groudon. Fantastic. Land. This move is like one of those... Please land. Rock Polish Groudon, once again, fantastic in this type of game. And I'll go right back out into my Giratina. And if he goes double dot to Xerneas, it's the exact same switch for me. So, double dot to Xerneas, again, it's always the exact same switch. I don't see much that I lose from this. I might get up a Spike now, as he connects a Focus Blast. Get up a Spike because I'll be able to live one, and this Spike will break Excadrill's Focus Sash. And now what I can do is just go right for the Gyro Ball. I think it might be a Scarf Xerneas the way he's playing it. And unfortunately for my opponent, he cannot hit 3 for 3 Focus Blasts. And the way he went for it again, it's 100% Scarf Xerneas. But the best no-risk switch is this Mon, so. Especially because it gives me rocks. Even if he goes Drill, I don't care. Getting up rocks. And him going this Mon is such fit. It's so good for me too because I get to Will-O-You. I absolutely love Will-O-Wisp Arceus Fairy, except for the fact that it gives Pokemon like Groudon just straight up free turns. I think this is the Mon I Rock Polish up on win though. After I go a Veltal first. Because if he's Z's here, then I get in Groudon. And if he goes for another SD, he just dies to Foul Play, so... Yeah, that does not matter, my friend. Go ahead and give me this. We might see a forfeit from my opponent. Though it's a little bit early. He doesn't have to forfeit just yet. Oh, no, there it is. I mean, at that point, not only did I dodge Focus Blast and get off damage on Xerneas, I have Rocks and Spike up. I mean, another thing I could have done was just Rock Polish up versus that thing with Groudon, to be honest. But definitely getting the Hazards up would be enough. I have the damage I need on Groudon. My Giratina is healthy, and I would never switch it in on anything besides Groudon. Basically... if Groudon has an opportunity to set up on something, for example, if I have Arceus Fairy out, that's the only opportunity where I go hard into my Giratina to deal with that. Otherwise, if I'm with a Veltal, I click whatever move I already locked them into. Salamence is checked by Metagross as well as Arceus Fairy. Again, Giratina being at full means that Groudon was never a problem. One way he could stop me would be go for Toxic with Excadrill, because I would always go Giratina on Excadrill just to prevent the spin. Maybe he could have done something from there. I don't know. Maybe that might have been an opening for my opponent. Not sure, though. I don't think I would have played in position to give my opponent an opening. So Scarf Xerneas on that is really interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. Wow, Scizor, you are a problem. Mainly Ho is a huge problem, too. Because this is more of a slower build, I feel, I'm going to attempt to Toxic Ho-Oh and keep Rocks up. I'm assuming my opponent, though, leads off with a Veltal. But we're going to lead Giratina anyway, just in case they lead Ho-Oh, because it's so good versus me. To lead Groudon, fantastic either way. We're gonna Magic Coat because this deals with Toxic for my opponent as well as Stealth Rock, getting them up for me. And then I can throw off a Toxic and basically wear down the Groudon. And we're gonna go for Magic Coat spam because I don't want him toxicing me. He could roar me, but I'd rather him not toxic me. And look, I've already worn down Groudon to Pressure's Blades range, so nothing to worry about here. I think I can easily go for a Toxic, expecting to go a Veltal, but I don't think that play is necessary considering I have an Arceus Fairy. So we're gonna Magic Coat until I die. At this point, I don't see any reason not to. That Scizor is gonna be a problem if I play my Groudon poorly. But otherwise, Rock Polish Groudon can sweep him if I get rid of Ho-Oh. There's the Arceus Fairy switch. Smart. This gives me Ferrothorn though. I'm assuming you might have to defog. Which is like, why even get up rocks in the first place? As he goes Scizor. Maybe you'll defog? Nope. You just give me chip damage on Scizor for Dark Pulse. Maybe Dark Pulse can actually sweep him too. And you give me Leech It off on... Yo, I've hit all my Leeches today. This is nice, especially because all these Pokemon have such fat HP stats. At this point, I really like going out into my Arceus Fairy. While Toxic would be annoying if he goes for it, I'll live every hit besides a crit overheat. That's annoying. I would have lived that. And now that opens up the door for a Veltal, and that means I don't get rocked up if my opponent opts to defog, which is very, very likely considering defog is really good versus me. I would have lived that, man. That's so annoying because this is support Groudon. I should have calculated for that, but at that point, what would have been my switching? Giratina and let it. I didn't want to let it get toxic because it's my main way of toxicking Ho-Oh. Whatever. I just click Magico again. He can't toxic me, and if he stays in, he dies to Leech Seed plus Poison. I'll take it. I will gladly take it. I would actually love if he stayed in and tried to go for Toxic now. Nope, goes out to a Veltal. I guess he realized I don't have a Dark Resist now that he's killed my Pokemon. Could just recovered off on that Groudon, man. Lovely. I need this for Arceus too. I'm gonna Leech Seed because it makes I'm not gonna Leech Seed. I was gonna say it makes Groudon's Rock Polish a little bit easier for me. This is annoying. I don't want to reveal. Okay, so he should sack Groudon. I want to go for Pressure's Blades because I don't want to reveal that I don't have Stone Edge. Why would he throw away a Veltal there? Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Okay. Basically, if I Fire Blasted there, I think it would have revealed too much that I didn't have Stone Edge. So if I'm him, I sack the the Groudon that's at 8% when it comes back. This guy has a Zam. I sack the Groudon that's at 8% when it comes back in, and by me going for Pressure's Blades, ideally he fears me having Stone Edge and doesn't go Ho and allows me to kill everything. Oh man. All right, so I'll try and calculate for crits more because that was just annoying. Mega Metagross is fun. If Veltal wins this game, Dark Pulse is so easy versus him. Arceus Fairy blocks everything. Really Metagross though, because I think it actually paves a way initially. Because I feel like I can just go right for the Mega. First off, this shouldn't be Blaze Kick because he's not shiny, which it's locked into. Same thing with Shift Gear. It's just Scarf Flamethrower. However, does that help out? Because if he U-turned, I would think that Kyogre would be your play. But this works either way because I get in my my Arceus Fairy. I know he's locked into that, and I get up my rocks. Pressuring Rayquaza, more so putting things in range of Dark Pulse. Hey, big boy. I don't think this guy is default. I mean, he could. But I didn't see a way he stops this. Oh my god, that did so much. That's good. Yeah, I knew. Like before it even hit me, I was like, that did so much. I'll spike up. Try to put these boys in range. There you go. Let's weaken that Water Spout. U-turn is free. Do I need Giratina for anything? I like Mega Metagross's Bullet Punch. It could be necessary in picking off Zam and whatnot. I mean, I'm pretty sure Veltal is going to be the way of winning this game, but I still like its bullet punch. So we'll go Giratina just in case he flamethrowers again, though U-turn is safe considering he got the attack raise. Then again, like his damage kind of showed that he was more special oriented, I thought, from flamethrower. Even if he defogs, Arceus Fairy is fine. Yep, I just get up my rocks again, then you don't stop me. And I weaken a Veltal even more. It's the same thing. Iron Head should not kill me. Flash Cannon. I feel like they don't run Flash Cannon, but do I risk that? I don't think. Okay, so because Rock Polish wins, like very, very, very easily, I just need one more hit of damage on Kyogre. I'm gonna go for Recover here. Yeah. Alright, that's awesome. So he loses his Scarfer, or one of his Scarfers potentially. Arceus Fairy is still stupid healthy versus his team. And Arceus Fairy also beats Rayquaza, it beats Marshadow, it beats a Veltal. Doesn't beat Zam apparently, okay. I did say I wanted to save Mega Metagross for potentially this, but because he brought in Zam immediately, I feel like... Oh, this is perfect. I get to Bullet Punch, break its sub, and then go out into a Veltal and just click Dark Pulse. He goes for Calm Mind, which I disagree with. I don't even have to Dark Pulse now. I can U-turn if I want to. Oh, maybe he went for Calm Mind because he couldn't touch me. He probably could have knocked me out with Psychic. I think he could have knocked me out with Psychic. So, even though Rock Polish Groudon does win, I like the idea of keeping up rocks by going out into my Arceus Fairy. Basically, had I went for Dark Pulse there, it potentially gives Rayquaza, excuse me, I called it Dragonite. It potentially gives Rayquaza a Dragon Dance, Marshadow, potentially a Veltal a Defog, because I can't knock it out with Oblivion Wing, and Kyogre a free hit. But by going out to Arceus Fairy, I think I force him to go out into Kyogre. That's what I'm assuming. Yep. Look like it. You Water Spout here, or would you Ice Beam? Giratina can still eat a hit as long as it's not Giratina's pretty useless. Swaif. Oof. We don't want to miss, though I'm pretty sure Ice Beam is going to blow us away. Yep. Now at this point, because I think that's offensive Kyogre, and if I'm him, I probably respond to this by going Rayquaza. I believe I can Rock Polish up. This works either way. Especially because Arceus Fairy, if, for example, if this Groudon doesn't win, which I think it will, Arceus Fairy wins at this point. Because that was offensive Kyogre, I knew that the Precious Blade was at worst a roll. Veltal. How much does HP Ice even do to a Veltal from Groudon? Like I've always killed when they're under 50, but I've never calced it prior. Yeah, that's not enough to even like say anything. Clicking Fire Blast here. Ooh, Life Orb. Gone. And now if he goes Rayquaza and goes for the extreme speed, I just go out into my... Oh, you're just going to Shadow Sneak me? That's cool too. Go ahead and knock me out. Yeah, I can't lose. I can't lose. At all. I just recover here. I didn't want to go with Veltal because I didn't want to give Rayquaza free setup. But even if he bulk up, like he doesn't do anything here. Yeah, as long as I keep Arceus alive, I'm good. And we'll sack Pharaoh. Go ahead and take some damage. Go ahead and take it. There you go. Take some chip. Take some nice chip. Just gonna go for Gyro Ball here because it doesn't allow Rayquaza to set up on me. Ooh, he has low kick over close combat. That's interesting. Does he Rock Tomb? I want Arceus at 100 because I don't want a Z. No, we're fine. We're fine. I was thinking about U-turning there too. We're fine. I just don't want to lose to Rayquaza because I'm not a plus speed nature. But I mean, if it's Adamant Rayquaza. Okay, this just blows it away. I think he might have been choice banned. Alright, good game, dude. Alright, so I ended there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. You guys can try out the team as well if you'd like to. The link to it will be down below. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my friends.